Imagine two of Marvel's most dangerous forces, Knull, the ancient god of symbiotes, and Dr. Doom, the brilliant yet ruthless ruler of Latveria, pitted against each other in a cosmic, brutal confrontation. It's the ultimate battle between an ancient eldritch god, born in the void and wielding the terrifying power of the living abyss, and one of the smartest, most cunning minds in the Marvel universe, armed with unmatched magical prowess, advanced technology, and an indomitable will to conquer. To truly understand who might have the upper hand, we'll break down their strengths, their powers, and the strategies they would likely use. From Knull's terrifying hive mind control over symbiotes to Dr. Doom's vast intellect and mastery of both science and sorcery, each character brings unique abilities to this hypothetical showdown. So let's take a closer look at these two titans, diving into their origins, powers, and how they might approach this battle for ultimate supremacy. The power of Knull, Lord of the Abyss and creator of symbiotes. Knull's origins are ancient, reaching back to the time before the universe was even formed. As the god of the Abyss, he existed in total darkness before the arrival of the Celestials, who dared to bring light to his void. Resentful and enraged, Knull fought back against the Celestials, ultimately forging his iconic weapon, all black the Necrosword, from the darkness itself. This sword not only symbolized his hatred for the light, but also became a weapon of unmatched power, capable of killing gods and even Celestials. In his quest to spread darkness and chaos, Knull created the first symbiote, an entity formed from his own essence. Over time, this led to the birth of the symbiote race, which we know through characters like Venom and Carnage. Knull has absolute control over all symbiotes and can use them as extensions of his will. This hive mind connection gives him a unique advantage. His power is amplified across vast distances, allowing him to dominate and corrupt any being who becomes bonded with a symbiote. In fact, Knull's reach extends to the farthest corners of the galaxy, and his very presence causes fear and madness among those who encounter him. Beyond his control over symbiotes, Knull is nearly immortal. He possesses extreme durability, can regenerate from severe injuries, and wields dark energy with devastating effects. His ability to summon armies of symbiote dragons to do his bidding has enabled him to conquer countless worlds. With his powers, Knull's very existence is a threat to reality itself, and he seeks to plunge all of creation into the endless abyss from which he came. Dr. Doom, sorcerer supreme and scientific genius. On the other side, we have Victor Von Doom, known simply as Dr. Doom. As the ruler of Latveria, Doom is one of Marvel's most powerful villains, a brilliant scientist and inventor, and a master of sorcery. Doom's journey began with a fierce determination to restore his mother's soul, which led him to learn and master the dark arts. Alongside his technological genius, his mastery over magic makes him a unique figure in the Marvel universe. His armor, almost as iconic as Iron Man's, is infused with both technological and magical enhancements, granting him abilities like energy projection, flight, and enhanced durability. Doom's mind is his greatest weapon. He has the intelligence to outsmart even the smartest heroes, like Reed Richards, and his mastery of strategy and tactics is second to none. Doom has also managed to steal and wield the powers of some of Marvel's most powerful beings, including the Beyonder, Galactus, and even the Silver Surfer. These encounters show that Doom's hunger for power knows no bounds, and that he's willing to go to any lengths, even risking his own life, to achieve ultimate supremacy. In addition to his technological and magical abilities, Doom has a deep understanding of cosmic and mystical forces. In some storylines, he's been able to acquire the powers of the Sorcerer Supreme, granting him access to some of the universe's most potent spells and magical knowledge. This unique combination of magic and science makes him one of the few characters capable of taking on cosmic entities, an asset he would surely need if facing Knull. The Battle of Strategies. How Knull and Dr. Doom would approach the fight. Knull's approach to any battle is direct and brutal. His power over darkness and symbiotes allows him to unleash legions of creatures at his command, swarming and overwhelming his opponents. Against Dr. Doom, Knull would likely use his army of symbiote dragons to attack from every angle, attempting to overpower Doom with sheer numbers. Knull's living abyss would make him a difficult target, as his darkness can engulf his surroundings, making it challenging to locate and strike him effectively. Knull could also attempt to corrupt Doom by introducing a symbiote to bond with him, bringing him into the hive mind under Knull's control. However, Dr. Doom is no ordinary opponent, and he's certainly not one to be overtaken by sheer force. Doom's unmatched intellect means he would likely anticipate Knull's brute force tactics. With his deep understanding of sorcery, Doom could summon magical barriers to protect himself from Knull's symbiotes, and he might even use spells to disrupt Knull's control over his creatures. Doom's knowledge of cosmic entities might give him insight into Knull's weaknesses, such as his vulnerability to divine or holy powers. If necessary, Doom could retreat into alternate dimensions, regroup, and attack from an entirely different angle. If the battle escalated, Doom might try to tap into powers beyond his usual arsenal. Given his history of stealing and wielding the powers of cosmic beings, he could attempt to harness energies capable of countering Knull's dark forces. Doom has always been a master strategist, and he wouldn't hesitate to exploit any opening Knull presents, whether it's a momentary lapse in control over his symbiotes or a vulnerability to magical energies that Doom could exploit. Doom's armor, augmented with both technological and magical defenses, would provide him with the versatility to counter Knull's darkness with a mix of technology and sorcery. Conclusion: who would win in this clash of titans? In the end, this battle between Knull and Dr. Doom would be a clash of power, darkness, magic, and intellect. Knull possesses raw cosmic might, the ability to control an entire symbiote army, and a near-immortal form. His connection to the living abyss would make him a terrifying and almost unstoppable force. Yet, Dr. Doom's cunning, combined with his mastery of both science and the mystic arts, puts him in a league of his own. Doom's relentless pursuit of power and willingness to exploit every possible advantage could make him the one force capable of standing toe-to-toe with Knull. While Knull's power is immense, Doom's intelligence and versatility make it difficult to say definitively who would emerge victorious. If Doom managed to exploit Knull's weaknesses and potentially even harness his own symbiotes against him, he might be able to gain the upper hand. However, in a prolonged confrontation, Knull's overwhelming power and relentless nature could eventually overwhelm even Doom. Ultimately, the outcome could come down to the setting and the circumstances. In a straight battle of brute force, Knull may have the advantage. But with time to prepare, Doom's tactical genius might give him the edge he needs to not only survive, but to win. The question of who would ultimately triumph remains open, a tantalizing what if in the Marvel Universe. A reminder that sometimes the thrill lies in the journey, the strategies, and the epic struggle between two titans. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.